Hey beautiful people, it's about Big J. Welcome back to another amazing video. In today's video, I'm here to give my honest review on Ghana. I'll be touching 6 major points in this video: immigration, accommodation, security, food, the people, and the cost of living. Do make sure to smash the subscribe button, give the video a like, and leave your comment down below. Habibi, yalla! Immigration. Ghana got one of the best immigrations, in West Africa. I gotta be very honest with this. When it comes to their immigration professionalism, their customer service, how friendly they are, I will give them maybe 9 or 10. They were super amazing. I arrived at Kotoka International Airport. The immigration officer took like at most like 3 minutes on me. Nothing was done when I got there. The immigration officer asked me, why are we going to stay in Ghana? How long going to be in Ghana for? And I told the immigration officer, he just told me, welcome to Ghana. Hope you enjoy your stay. Enjoy Ghana. Do you have anybody here? And I told them, I was able to explain to the immigration officer, requested for my passport, stamped my passport, and they told me, welcome to Ghana. That was just all. Nobody checked my suitcase. There was nothing. The treatment I got to Ghana, to Kotoka International Airport, pretty much similar to the treatment they gave people to, Dubai International Airport. You arrive at this airport, you are treated like a king, That's the same treatment I got to Kotoka International Airport. So shout out to the entire immigration. Accommodations in Ghana, I would say like it depends on your taste, but they have pretty much good accommodation. When I say accommodation, I refer to Airbnbs, I refer to hotels. It just depends on where you want to stay. But they have very amazing areas in Ghana. So it depends on your budget. Ghana is a kind of like budget friendly country. So if you are someone that is on a very pretty good budget, you can go to some good hotels. But if you are someone that is on a kind of a manageable budget, like a hustler like me, you can check out Airbnb, but they have some very good Airbnbs, super amazing Airbnbs in Ghana. And Ghana, most of their areas, they are always in these, they have the kind of estates, they have all over, they have estates, and the place is very quiet. So if you are going Ghana, you have lots of options when it comes to area that you'll be staying, accommodation. You can either choose to go with Airbnb, you can choose to go with hostel, you can choose to go with hotels, But some of the areas I recommend, because where I was staying in the Botima area. I was staying in Botima. As you can see on my screen here, this is the apartment I was staying in, and I was paying around $30 per day. And this apartment comprises of sitting place. I had a master bedroom, washroom with a fully furnished kitchen, with a pantry, and a place that you can eat. And I also had a television. I had 2 AC. I had Wi-Fi, and everything was there with a running water system, hot water, cool water. Everything was there. And this area I was paying like $30 for it. It was in an estate, Botima area, a residential area, very quiet, and at the same time lively too. So if you're someone that want to really experience life, you can choose to stay in this area, or you can also stay in the Labadi area, Labadi or Osu area. When I say Labadi area, where they have Labadi Beach, it's a very lively area. But I chose Botima because I wanted an area that was kind of a little bit quiet, because I have so much to do. I have so much work to do. I often go out in the day, film the whole day, come home in the night, and I have so much work to do. So I needed kind of an area that was kind of a bit quiet, that wasn't going to distract me, but if you want someone that really want to flex, you can choose a Osu area, like the Oxford Street area. That's a very lively area. I also did a video at Osu, Oxford Street. The link will going to be in the description below. You can also check how they call it, Labadi area. It's a very lively area. You can check the Circle area, but they have pretty good accommodations in Ghana that will suit your budget. You just have to go according to your financial strength. Security. I did a video a couple of days ago, and I was speaking about Africa, how safe Africa is and how amazing Africa is. But Ghana is also safe too, bro. I'm telling you, like, you can even go out in Ghana 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever time you can go out, you can come home. No matter how dark the place is, nobody going to harass you. Ghana is one of the safest countries in West Africa. Ghana is super, super safe. First of all, I arrived to Ghana Kotoka International Airport in Accra, and I got on an Uber from Kotoka International Airport to where I was going. The driver was very, very friendly. The driver gave me lots of options in terms of exploring the country. He asked me if I was a tourist, and it was my first time in the country. By the way, that was not my first time in Ghana. That was like my sixth times in Ghana, but the country is very safe. The people, they are very, very friendly. And by the way, Ghanaians, this is something I have noticed over the years I've been visiting Ghana. Ghanaians are people that mind their business. Ghanaians are super friendly people. Look at this video I did to Accra Mall. I met these two amazing young ladies from Ghana. Just watch this video and see our interaction.
Food from fufu to banku, gakenke. Oh my God, you need to try Ghanaian dishes. You're going to love them. You're going to love them. And we are very welcoming.
Yeah, so
Ghanaians
these two young ladies, they were super amazing. And the kind of a reception I got from them is pretty much the same reception I got from almost every Ghanaian I was able to cross path with in Ghana. They are very friendly, and they were also giving me tips. So when I speak about security, if there are some areas you even intend to visit and you come across a local, they will tell you, say, don't visit this area, you can visit this area. You visit this area, this will happen. They will even give you tips in terms of expenses, places you can buy certain things that will be very costly, places you can buy the same thing that will also be very, very much affordable. So Ghana is very safe. And the government also implementing the project. I remember when I went there, I saw some part of the streets, where they have CCTV cameras installed, on the streets, when they have security in various intersections, that's a very good initiative. So Ghana is a very safe place, and I recommend you can visit Ghana. Don't worry about security. It's a very, very, very safe country. Food. Those of you that know me, most of my Ghanaian friends, I know waakye is my number one food. You see, waakye is my favorite. But Ghana got different kinds of food. You can decide to go to fufu, you can decide to go to waakye, you can decide to go to bankun, you can decide to go to kenke, you can decide to go to rice bob, you can decide to go to jollof. And by the way, some people say Ghanaian jollof is better than Nigerian jollof. But honestly, I have never been to Nigeria, so I cannot grade Nigerian jollof over Ghanaian jollof, right? Because I have been to Ghana 6 times, and I have eaten that jollof like every time. The jollof is super amazing. But one of the food I really recommend that you can eat when you go to Ghana is the waakye. The waakye is my favorite, super amazing. Just look at this video you see where I went out to film and I was interacting with the local. We had a breakfast together in the morning where we ate jollof and we ate waakye. Look at the video here, you can see. Yeah, so Ghana have amazing food. They have great food. The waakye is very amazing. The tilapia, oh, the tilapia is one of my best. So imagine eating the tilapia with the, I say kenke or banku, with the banku. So this is something like I used to eat almost every time, every evening when I come from filming, after eating. First thing in the morning, I will eat waakye for breakfast. In the afternoon, I will go sometime with the jollof. Then in the evening, I will make sure I buy my bankun and my one tilapia with the pepper sauce, carry home and just enjoy myself, They have good food. So if you are going there, these are things you should look out to try their traditional food. Their traditional food is actually amazing. Yeah, so they have so many things to do in Ghana. So many food you can eat in Ghana. Waakye, kenke, banku, jollof, rice ball, fufu. And you imagine eating tilapia and fufu. I remember I went to Ashama Market where I ate fufu, with the tilapia, so amazing, So Ghana really have good food. So I don't think this is something that you should worry about. It's not a deal breaker because they have lots of options. So if you go there, you will really, really, really enjoy it. And by the way, I had a great time there. I enjoyed the food in Ghana. So shout out to Ghanaians, shout out to them. I love your food so much. When it comes to the food, I will give the food 8 over 10. No hard feeling. I'm going to give the food 8 over 10 because like I said, right, I'm still exploring other countries, So there is a likelihood I'm still going to come to Ghana, but I love the food. The food is amazing. Ghanaians have amazing food. The people in Ghana, I think they are the true identity of Ghana. Ghanaians are peace-loving people. Ghanaians are loving people. Ghanaians are supportive people. In as much Ghanaians, keep to themselves, they mind their business. In Liberia, we say mind your business, right? In as much they mind their business. When I say mind your business, in the sense, like when you guys are home, everybody stays in an apartment. You only get to see people when you get on the road. But in the community, you don't easily find people roaming, roaming the community, running about. Like the way some other areas you find people moving all over the community. Ghana is not like that. Every estate you enter in, people are always in their compounds, People are always in their compound. And one thing again I observed about Ghana, almost most of these people, like the middle class, even the first class, most of the people, they construct their homes and they put their homes in fence. Almost all of the homes in these kind of middle class communities, everything is in fence. Even those homes that are not in fence, it's very difficult to just find kids, loitering around or roaming around. People are always in their house, in their homes. But that doesn't change the fact that Ghanaians are not friendly. Ghanaians are super amazing people. I'm not saying this one because I'm making this video. I had a great experience when it comes to Ghana. And by the way, my highlight in Ghana is because of the people. Look at this video I did when I went out and I was interacting with the local vendors in Ghana. See how the way we're vibing into the street.
You want to?
I'm going to eat some.
What are you selling? What is this?
Tiger nuts. Tiger nuts.
How
You
can I?
see that? Very lovely people. They seem apply to, going out in the morning. And I remember having breakfast with the locals in the community. They asked me which country I was from, and we were just vibing. We were just having fun. And this is something that happened literally every day. In fact, even when I arrived in Ghana, in Ghana, you don't get to buy a SIM card if you don't have a Ghanaian card. But by the way, a Ghanaian that do not know me from anywhere, volunteer, Mr. Isaac, he bought me a SIM card. Only because he knew I was from Liberia, XYZ, and I came to explore Ghana, and I showed him my YouTube channel. He volunteered without knowing me. He bought me a SIM card and gave it to me. And I promised him when I was leaving, I'm going to return the SIM card. And then I used the SIM card all through. And when I was leaving, I called him and I made to understand I was exiting the country. And I destroyed the SIM card, So that was a very, very good gesture. And that's not the only time I received support from Ghanaian. I remember going out to film. I lost my way out. I had good Ghanaians, helping me out, telling me the right vehicle to get on. There were times I was using vehicles like Uber, like Yango that was very expensive. And they even, suggested to me using the trotro, the trotro, which is the public transport, where you have like 10 person getting on the bus, very, very much affordable, but it was an incredible experience. So I had a great time. If you go to Ghana, one thing you're going to enjoy the most in Ghana is the people. The people are loving, the people, they are caring, the people, they are very supportive. At the same time, they keep to themselves. They don't like trouble. Ghanaians don't like trouble. They always keep to themselves. The fact that they keep to themselves doesn't mean that they are not friendly. Once you open up, once you approach them, they are always ready to help, to support, So shout out to all the people in Ghana. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And you guys are the highlight of my trip to Ghana. Cost of living. When it comes to the cost of living, this one I gotta be more honest. Ghana is expensive. Yeah. Ghana is expensive, and I totally understand why Ghana is expensive. Every developing nation, every developed city, every city that it goes to that got everything in place, obviously it's going to be expensive. But Ghana is actually expensive. Ghana is expensive. Transportation, if you are going with Uber, you are going with Yango, it's going to be pretty expensive for you. It's going to be very, very, very expensive for you. But if you are going with the trotro, it's something that is way affordable. The amount you will pay from Botima to Ashama in the Uber, that amount can literally transport you for an entire week on trotro. So when it comes to transportation, if you want to economize in Ghana, want to economize when it comes to transportation, I do advise you go with the trotro. But if you go with the Uber, get ready to spend more. Accommodation too is also expensive too. Like I said, right? Every country that is developing or a developed country will definitely be expensive. So Ghana is actually expensive, but I see the reason why they are expensive because they give you that kind of peaceful way of life, where you can go out, you can vibe, you can do anything you want to do, and you can literally get anything you want. You can go to Accra Mall, you can go to, Ghana Square, you can go to Circle, you can have so much fun, and they have amazing entertainment centers there. And one thing again, if you are going to places like Labari, or you are going places like Osu, you want to go flex, if you are somebody that is ready on budget, I advise you eat at home. But if you go to those places and then you didn't eat at all, and you go there, you want to get food to eat. I'm giving this tip to my hustlers, like people that hustling. If you want to go there to flex, do your videos, have some great time, make sure you get, eat sufficient at home. You go out there, maybe you can just buy a bottle of drinks and just flex on it, because things there are very expensive, like a glass of wine, like a little glass of wine, like a cocktail. You can pay like 150 Ghana cedis for a cocktail to Labari Beach, which is actually expensive. But if you are financially stable, I don't think that is much, because what can be expensive to me might not be expensive to another person. Expenses, it vice versa, depends on your financial strength. The country, it have a booming economy. The country is rapidly developing. The country have lots of systems in place. Ghana is not the kind of a place like you will lie down in the night and you worry about a criminal coming to steal from the apartment. Ghana is not the kind of a place you will walk in the street and you worry of somebody coming to harass you. Nobody going to harass you. Like I said, the people, they keep to themselves. A Ghanaian will not stay there and watch another Ghanaian cheat you. They will never do that. Yeah, Ghanaians will not do that, They always try to protect and promote the image of their country. Listen, if a Ghanaian will get beaten because of the good reputation of his country, that Ghanaian will do that. They never say something negative about Ghana in the presence of a Ghanaian. If it costs you to kill them, you will kill them. Ghanaian can do anything to save the image of their country. And I just love how patriotic they are, how very, very much, how dedicated they are, how they do everything to promote the image of their country. And that's one thing I really learned from Ghana. And I'm trying to see how well I can also try to indoctrinate that identical behavior, try to practicalize it, because the way Ghanaians love their country, I have never seen any African national that love their country like that. Look, you will meet 20 Ghanaians sitting to a place, they are complaining of food, they are complaining of lack of job, unemployment. But the moment a foreigner gets in their midst, they will dismiss that conversation. They never want a foreigner to get involved into their domestic affair. They don't want that. Ghanaians to Ghanaian, you always find them talking about, low employment rate, bad governance. But if a foreigner come there, you foreigner dare not say something negative about Ghana. They're going to screw you. They will tell you, Ghana is for us, allow us to say something negative about Ghana. But if you come here, just enjoy, leave our problem to us. And honestly, I don't see that to be something bad. I don't really see that to be something bad, and I really, really love that. So that's it for now, guys. Do make sure to smash the subscribe button, give the video a like, and leave your comment down below. And watch out for my next video. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on TikTok. Links are in the description below. See you guys. Until then.